Hi, my name is Catherine Meyer, and I'm going to talk about sign language and how important it is for an individual with ASD to be able to communicate. So imagine that you are not able to request even the most basic of things. So you need to use the restroom, you have no idea where it is, and you can't ask, where's the restroom? Or more importantly, you feel a pain in your stomach and you know that something's wrong, but you're not able to tell your mom and you're not able to tell your doctor. So that pain isn't going to go away. You're not going to be able to alleviate that because you don't have that communicative ability. And you can see how this can result in a large decrease of quality of life and independence for that individual. Unfortunately, over a third of the individuals diagnosed with ASD have a communicative deficit. They're not able to use their speech functionally. So some of the communication systems can help with that. One of those is sign language. Sign language is a form of communication that does not require the individual to carry anything with them to communicate, as it uses their body to relay that information. It has been used with individuals with autism for over 40 years, and it has many advantages. Some of the advantages are that it can be easily prompted and shaped. It's a visual tool, and it's very portable because, like I said, you do use your body to relay that information. So the reason that being easily prompted and shaped is a great advantage is because it's easy to teach. So you can perform that sign, so food, and you can easily manipulate that client's hand to form that. You can show them exactly what it looks like when you do it. You can model it, and you can form their fingers in that way so they know how it feels to do it themselves. And then as soon as you do that, you can pair it with the food. So they know that this means food, and they're naturally reinforced because if it's a man, then they receive the reinforcer and they're also pairing that. And so you can also shape that too. So you can do approximations and then work on having them do it completely on their own. One of the other advantages of sign language is that it has been shown to have a faster acquisition rate and give the learner a more complete vocabulary when they use it in addition to speech. So it doesn't have to be their sole way of communicating. They can do it with their verbal speech or with another device. They can use sign language in conjunction with a speech generating device or PECS. So one of the disadvantages of sign language is that there are a lot of individuals do not have an adequate fine motor ability to do this. So if they have a decreased ability to do complex fine motor actions, they may not be able to do some of the complex signs. And this does not necessarily mean that the individual shouldn't learn sign, because it can still be helpful, but it can really prevent them from increasing that vocabulary with sign. One of the other disadvantages of sign language is that not everybody in the community understands sign language. With verbal speech, most of the people around you are going to be able to understand the language that you're speaking as long as you're in the same country as that language origin. But not everybody knows sign. So if the individual is going to use sign as their communicative system, the entire team will have to learn that, as well as their family and anybody at the school who talks with them or at the center. So it's a really collaborative effort for all of these, but sign language specifically, the listener has to understand what the speaker is saying through sign. So this can be a really big disadvantage, as sign language is not quite as universal as we would like for it to be. So, like I was saying before, sign language can still be used with individuals who do not have that fine motor ability. Because if you have a device or a PEC book, those can be easily lost. And when you're without a form of communication, you have to have something. So if their device dies, then they have no way of expressing themselves. Sign language can be a good barrier. It can be good to pair both of those so that they have something in those cases to be able to express themselves and express their basic needs. there's a lot of information on sign language. I really hope that you guys research it a little bit more, but it can be really beneficial for clients with ASD. Thank you.